Good afternoon, my beautiful babes and babettes. I'm your resident active advocate, and I missed you. I felt I had to take a week off. I was getting kind of bogged down by stuff, real life getting in the way, and that was not wonderful. But what I figured out was that if I take a week off, I get bored. I kind of need to stay intellectually active, at least, to not get bored. So I'm back! Yay! Cue the applause. However, today I have a very special, I hope, treat for you, I hope, that will not get copyright blocked, I hope, because I'm going to be talking in between lines of singing this song. I am in a musical mood today. Why am I in a musical mood today? Because it is my favorite musician's birthday today, November 8th. Happy birthday, Mr. Jeremy Jutcher. Mwah, mwah, mwah. 3 kisses times 10 plus 1. He's 31, and so am I. He's 3 months younger than me, and I hate him because he's like 3 times smarter than me. But anyway, yeah. So I am in a musical mood today. I recently rewatched Pocahontas, the Disney version, and I could not help singing along with the songs, okay? I was 8 when this movie came out, and I was adorable, but I was also staggeringly ignorant about Indigenous cultures, plural, and Indigenous histories, plural, and all of the crap that went down with colonialism and continues to go down today in 2021. So, what we are going to do as retribution against my adorable child self is I'm going to go through the lyrics to Colors of the Wind, whatever the hell that phrase even means, because if the wind had color, that would not be good for us outside. I'm going to be going through the lyrics of that song and ripping them to shreds. This is going to be enjoyable for all of us involved. I hope. Okay. You think I'm an ignorant snitch. I'm not saying that word out loud. And you've been so many places, I guess it must be so. Yeah, I'm iffy on that logic. But still I cannot see if the snitch one is me. How can there be so much that you don't know? You don't know. Okay, so the prelude to that song is basically the only okay part of that song. And we continue. You think hang on. Lyrics. You think you own whatever land you land on. Colonialism. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. Colonialism meets capitalism. Fun. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. So you're a pantheist now? Or at least a panentheist. I don't know whether pantheism or panentheism plays into any traditional indigenous belief systems. Pantheism, I'm a pantheist, okay? So I fully support that, but pantheism says God is everything. Panentheism says God is in everything. Those are 2 different things. And Catholicism, the religion out of which I came, pays lip service to panentheism, but it doesn't really believe in it, okay? You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. Colonialism. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew. Yes, can we communicate, please? And by communicate, I mean I, as a settler and a white person, shut up and listen. Which is what I'm trying to do, and yes, I am aware of the irony of broadcasting my views verbally over the internet, okay? I am aware of that irony, I get it. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, or asked the grinning bobcat why he grinned? What is this hippie bullshit? Can you sing with all the voices in the mountains? colors? No? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Okay, interlude. One of the bigger problems that I realize this song has is that it represents indigenous cultures, because I'm pretty sure Disney did not get consultation from anyone of the Powhatan Nation for making this movie. It really represents them as very new age hippie, like, I'm very natural and spiritual. And I mean, okay, it may be true that the people on this continent, on these continents, North and South America, may have been more in touch with nature than, say, the Europeans of the same time period, but not necessarily. Look to South America. They have some giant pre-colonial cities down there. I'm talking Machu Picchu, for example, okay? I have heard the argument from white supremacists that, pardon me, indigenous people never produced anything of value before we got here. Shut up! Okay, number one. Number two, look at Machu Picchu. Number three, just talk to people and stop imposing your will on other people and your views and your I'm better than you-ness. Okay, stop it. I don't like it. And I'm white. So that probably goes triple, quadruple, and quintuple for people who are not. All right. Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. I have had wild blackberries and they're very good. Come roll in all the riches all around you, and for once never wonder what they're worth. Please, capitalism. That line actually makes a decent point. Okay? The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. Hippie naturalist bullshit. The heron and the otter are my friends. Alright, digression. Animal totems are a thing, and animal spirit partners, shall we say, are a thing in some indigenous cultures. I'm not about to say all, okay, because I don't know. That's a point I would need to research. But if we're talking about actual, like, and you see this in the movie too, the animals telegraph. They really do. They telegraph the emotions of the side characters pretty decently, and also the emotions of the at least mature audience pretty decently. You actually have to, you should go and watch this movie. It's a hot mess, but watch the animal sidekicks because they're A, hilarious, and B, rather accurate. And we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. Again, you a pantheist? Because I'm on board with that, but I would have to look into whether the Powhatan Nation had anything tending towards that in their religious belief systems. And I shouldn't be talking in the past tense either, because I actually need to look up, does the Powhatan Nation still exist? How high does a sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. I get it, it's a metaphor for conservation of culture and nature. And again, I have no problem with that line, because if we had actually listened to that kind of mindset, we would not be gradually killing ourselves right now by destroying the only planet we have to live on. Alright? And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon. What? For whether we are white or copper-skinned. I don't know if any indigenous person has ever called themselves copper-skinned, and I'm pretty sure the woman who sings for Pocahontas is white. I'd have to look that up. She's an incredible singer. By the way, she's a better singer than I am, but she could have put her talents towards something more useful. You need to sing with all the voices of the mountains. What? Need to paint with all the colors of the wind. Huh? Last And this is actually making a good point. You can own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind. Except for that last part. I don't know what paint with the colors of the wind means, okay? When I was 8 and adorable, I thought it was very spiritual and deep, which is the colonialism of Disney getting their sticky, grimy, filthy little fingers all over the indigenous culture or cultures that they are putting in this movie. Like I say, pretty sure they didn't have any cultural advising on this movie, which was made, by the way, in 1998. And the last residential school in America closed in 1996. It was 1997 in Canada. So we're not talking a very big buffer here, okay? However, you could own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until... I would end that sentence in a different way. You actually try to commune with people you don't understand. You actually try to listen to worldviews other than your own. It doesn't rhyme with the end of the song, but I don't really care. This is me being a musical pedant, for one thing, but also I need to reiterate 2 messages to people here. Actually 3, but the last one I'll save for last. The 2 really important ones. Number 1. Okay. If you are a settler, which means a non-indigenous person living in North or South America, you need to understand that colonialism has left a lasting legacy on all of the people native to these continents, the ones who have always been here, or for as long as always counts, okay? Let me make the point, by the way, that the people here may have been here and can have been here for upwards of 120,000 years, whereas the British Isles have only been populated for approximately 7,000 years. So if you're a white supremacist and you're going off of the whole idea that, oh, England and the British Isles are superior to every other part of the world, no, because you don't know your land as well as the people here know their land. You got a lot to learn and you need to shut up. That's point number 1. We all have a lot to learn and we need to shut up. Point number 2 is we cannot learn unless we're actually willing to learn. That's the thing. I can sing at you and yell at you until the cows come home. Moo. But there's the desire to actually have an open conversation. And by conversation, I mean you listen with people who are not your own, you know? Kind of important to do that because the further we go down this whole capitalism rabbit hole, this whole colonialism rabbit hole, of which, by the way, capitalism is cause and consequence, the further we go down that rabbit hole, the unhappier we are going to be as a collective. I don't care who says otherwise. I am a dyed-in-the-wool socialist. Not apologizing for that. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so those are the first 2 points, and those are the sincere ones. But point number 3, okay? This is less sincere, but still... Okay, no, this is less serious, but still sincere. If you don't know who Jeremy Dutcher is yet, either you're a first-timer on this channel or you haven't been listening to me. Go look up his music because he's a wonderful human being and it's his birthday today. So, I would like to send more people his way if I can. And I hope you had fun with this video. I had fun with this video. And it's kind of interesting to see how far I've come since I was an adorable 8-year-old. Oh my god, I think I had really, thick glasses back then. Because the technology wasn't as good as it is now, and I'm blind in my left eye and basically blind in my right? So, fun. Yeah, probably geeky pictures kicking around in the house somewhere from when I was that age. I don't know. But, yeah, that is my 22.5 cents. about this whole issue, and I'm gonna do more research on Pocahontas and get back to you with notes on the full movie, because I made notes on the full movie, but there are some things that I need to look up before I can really dive into this. But oh my god, that thing is a hot mess. There are like two good things I can say about the whole movie, and I already said one of them. Animal sidekicks. Really telegraphing the emotions and thoughts of mature audience members and or non-racist audience members. So if you're gonna rewatch the movie, keep your eye on those, because it's actually quite funny and enlightening, and I love it. The rest of the movie, um, we'll talk. But I've researched today. And yes, this is a digression from my former material. I was reading the policies in, various disability related documents that pertain to Ontario. But I am not a one-trick pony, and I can't stay on topic very long. It's not that I have ADHD or anything, but yeah, I'm a boots on the ground change kind of person. Because the thing is, you can write a policy, but if no one implements it, you just wasted hours of your life. Have fun with that. So, boots on the ground. Thank you. All right, I will see you all tomorrow after I've actually done some research, and we can talk about this hot mess of a movie in the context of the real world, which this movie does not do a good job of representing. All right, so I have been your resident active advocate, and I will see you all tomorrow. Mwah!